Hello again. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. My name is Julie and this channel is called Julie's Carnivore Quest. And I'm here to share all things carnivore, food addiction, how all of that relates with ADHD and life and overcoming things that you didn't even know were a problem until you were old like me. Anyway, I'm here to give an update today. Today is day 43 of being sugar-free, processed food-free. Also, no vegetables and no fruit. And I feel so good. Like, I feel amazing. My joint pain is starting to decrease a little bit, so that's good. My inflammation is going down, that's good. And I wanted to report today about my Costco food trip to stock up. Now, a couple of months ago, Hubs and I bought a small, not a chest freezer, but it looks like a refrigerator, but it's just a deep freeze. And we bought it over at one of the home improvement stores, and it was less than $200. So it's not huge, but it's great to be able to stock up when some things are on sale. You know, sometimes some really good sales come up. You want to be able to take advantage of that. At some point, I want to be able to purchase like a half of a cow or something like that directly from a farmer. But that would probably be either later this year or in the spring. So anyway, here's what I bought today. I brought, first of all, I have my receipt. And let's see, I'll show you the total. The total came to $578.63. Now that sounds like a lot. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. You know, we don't go to Costco very often, maybe about 6 to 8 weeks. And like I said, we do have the freezer, so we're able to buy larger quantities and all that. So let me break down what I bought. Now, I did buy 3 big bundles of bottled water for the Hubs because he takes that with him when he's on the road. He's a trucker. I also bought him snacks. He wanted pistachios, a big bag of pistachios, and he wanted trail mix, so I got a box of that. And let me double check. I think that's about, I did get 2 plants for the backyard, 2 plants, and a couple of paper products like paper towels and paper plates. They did not have Kleenexes or I have allergies, and now they just don't have it. Like, I looked all over the store, no Kleenex. Like, what? Maybe I think it's summer and people don't need it. I need it all the time. Allergies, hands up if you have allergies, right? Okay, so let me tell you what I bought. I bought three 24-pack eggs. So I bought the plastic cartons with 24 eggs, and I bought 3 of those. 60 eggs. Now that'll last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I already have some eggs in the fridge, but since I was going to Costco, I knew I could get a better price there. So eggs will last forever. You don't have to go by the date. Like, they will last way longer than what the date on the carton says, just so you know. So I bought 3 24-pack of eggs. I bought 3 2-packs of the Kirkland bacon. So it comes in two little packs, like taped together, and I bought 3 of those. So that was 4.5 pounds of bacon. I bought 16 pounds of pork belly. That sounds like way more than it is, but again, it's already cut in slices. And so I will eat 2 or 3 slices with my eggs at breakfast. So it lasts a pretty long time. Each one of the little styrofoam trays that had the pork belly in it probably had, it had 2 layers and probably at least enough for almost a week. So I have plenty of that for a while. And then I bought 7 pounds of ground beef, only because I was there and I needed to get some and I didn't want to thaw it out when I got home because I have some in the freezer. But I thought, let me just grab one while I'm here. 7 pounds of ground beef, 6.75 pounds of ribeye. I only bought that one. It's like a good sized chunk of like prime rib, but it's like, one chunk. And I only bought one just because the price it's $16.99 a pound now. And it's that price everywhere I go. So I don't have any more in my refrigerator until I bought the one today. Now, I will watch for it to go on sale, and then when it goes down, like at Easter, it was like $8 a pound, and I bought 3 or 4 great big ones then, okay? But it doesn't usually go on sale, so I didn't buy any more than that. Back in the day, back even last fall, I would have bought 2 great big giant slabs, but not anymore. I eat lots of burger patties now and lots of just ground beef with salt. That's what I like. And that's fine. I bought 6 pounds of chuck roast, which sounds like a lot, but it's really 2 big pieces, and I'll put it in the slow cooker, and we will eat that. That will last like basically a full week, with both of us eating it. It's like, it lasts a long time. And I bought some of the very thin slices of beef loin, and about a year ago, I had used my oven's dehydrator setting, and I just sprinkle a little salt on the beef, and I dehydrate it. And it was very good. If you've seen or heard of carnivore crisps, that is a great product. I haven't bought any, only because the price is a little bit high for what I would like to spend. And even though I know it's good, I just feel like if I can use my dehydrator on my oven setting, I'll just make some. And so I'm going to dehydrate that and make like little, and it doesn't even get like jerky. It actually gets like crispy, like crunchy, So that's great to be able to just put some in a baggie and travel. Like just take it with you, like for breakfast on the go or something. Nothing like that, and a couple of deviled eggs made with bacon grease to make the mayo instead of oil. Like, who wouldn't like that? I bought 2 packs of the frozen burger patties that are 85 and 15 ratio, and I'm not sure how many are in those. It's quite a good number though. I want to say it's maybe 24 patties, but I went ahead and bought two of them because I was there, and that's what I've been enjoying this summer, this spring and into the summer so far. That's what I've been enjoying. So let me think if I can add that up. That is 20, 33, 39. I mean, it's like 40 something pounds. And then plus the 2 big packages of beef patties. Those are probably at least 5 pounds each. I mean, I can pick them both up with one hand. I don't think it's 20 pounds, but so basically, let's say I got 50 pounds of meat total, plus all those eggs, and then a few little extra things. So I don't feel like that's really all that bad, considering, again, we can't do anything about the prices, right? But we can try to shop in a way that is going to work for us. I have the ability at this point to have that freezer and be able to buy a little extra. So I know that whatever I buy, I can bring home and I'll be able to have it and keep it and use it up. So that's good. Of course, there's a time in my life when I couldn't do that, and I didn't want to. And right now I can, and I don't mind having extra. Now, Hubs and I have kind of talked about potentially looking into moving, and possibly even moving outside of the United States. And if that is something that we decide to really like move forward on here in the not too distant future, then yeah, I will be not going grocery shopping other than for, you know, like whatever randomness comes up, you know. Like I like to have pickles once in a while or a few olives, you know, but that's the extent of mine. Most of the extra shopping is for the hubs because he likes to have snacks when he's on the road. Right? Like he likes to have snacks. And the dog just eats, she has crunchy food, a little bit of crunchy food I give her, and I also give her ground beef, but I cook it. I don't give it to her raw. She doesn't really love it raw. She does like it though when it's cooked. And especially if I just cook it in the same pan right after I've finished making some bacon or, you know, eggs or something where there's that little bit of extra flavor. So she eats the ground beef too. So that works out. But anyway, yeah, 43 days sugar carb free. I have been, I did a biathlon a couple of weeks ago. I am maybe going to bike later this afternoon, or at least I will go and take a walk. It's kind of cloudy now. I have been doing a little more decluttering. You know, when you realize that you might want to leave and be able to pick up and travel, then it's like, okay, well then what are we going to do with all these things? Because there's a lot of things. So yeah, so that just really makes you sort of dial in. All right, let's start to make some adjustments to what we have and what we're going to do with what we have when the time comes and we're ready to actually really take the big step, right? Like that's what we all have to do. But I'm happy with my 43 days. I think the last time I weighed, it was about, and I think I don't think I said this the other day when I made a video, but when I sort of started trying to go more heavily towards carnivore in March and April, even though I wasn't successful at staying off of sugar and processed foods then, I was really working towards being more meat and animal based. And so during March and April, during those 2 months, I lost maybe 5 pounds. But since May 1st, I've lost about 12. It's like 12 pounds since May 1st to today, which is June 12th, 12 pounds. I'm thrilled with that. If I could lose, 8 to 10 pounds, 8 pounds a month, that would be amazing. I would love that. 10 pounds would be like, I would be over the moon. But every little bit I lose and every little thing helps me feel better, because it's not only about weight, it's really about overall health. But a lot of times that inflammation is what causes so much weight gain. And we don't know how much inflammation we have until we start eating in a way that lets it go away. And so I'm thrilled about that. 12 pounds of inflammation or whatever, even if it's 10 pounds of inflammation and 2 pounds of fat, I don't care. I do not care. I'm just glad that it's not still on me and I can feel better. Every night when I lay down before I go to sleep, and I can go to sleep fast. I can't stay asleep necessarily, but I can fall asleep quick at night. And so every night when I lay down, I think, today I ate in a way that is feeding my cells what they need. It's making my mitochondria healthier. All of my hormones are improving because of how I ate today. And I didn't do anything to set myself backwards. I didn't do anything that would make it worse. I try only every day to do something that's going to help me for the long game. I was listening to a roundtable with 3 of the carnivore doctors. There's many, but there are 4 actually that were on this roundtable that I was watching this video on YouTube today. Well, I wasn't watching it. I was listening to it when I was driving to Costco because it's like an hour each way. But it was Dr. Ken Berry, Dr. Sean Baker, Dr. Anthony Chafee, Dr. Robert Kiltz. They were talking and, just saying, that there's no reason to fear eating meat and eggs, and that in fact there are loads of things that show that eating meat is the most nutrient dense, most bioavailable nutrients that you're going to get. You cannot out supplement bad eating habits. You can't take enough supplements in the world to do for you what a steak will do for you, or burger patties, or eggs. You just can't. The real food is way better than any kind of supplement that you're going to take. It just is. And I'm playing for the long game, but what these doctors were saying, one of them, and which I want to say maybe it was Dr. Chafee, don't quote me on that, but he was saying, look, biologically, we really should be living to like 120. If we didn't have all this junk food and stuff that was harming us, that we get so like caught up in because it's so addictive, we really can live to like 120. And then it was like, you're not going to live to 120 if you haven't taken care of your vehicle for 60 years. I didn't take care of all of this. So, I have to start taking care of all this so that I can live, and feel good. I don't want to live broke down and laying in a nursing home. There won't even be nursing homes within a couple of years, I'm sure. But I don't want to live broke down, laying in a bed, barely hanging on. That's no way to live, right? Nobody wants that. So I want to keep doing these kind of things, these kind of events, swim. But I want to do more triathlons and maybe do another half marathon, or maybe even a full marathon. But at this point, I'd settle for a 5K, right? You have to start somewhere and build. So that's what I'm doing. So I wanted to share those things with you today. I also will insert a couple of videos, just quick, 10 seconds of when I took a walk the other morning, and show you a picture of my bike that's new to me, that I am thrilled about being able to get and test out in the next day or two. And it has those fancy clip pedals where you snap your shoes into the clips. And I have a pair of those on my other bike. They take a little getting used to. I had a wreck, I crashed because I couldn't get my foot out of the clip. I couldn't unclip fast enough. And anyway, I had a big giant gash and on my big road rash and stuff. Right. And of course it was in the rocks. Of course, right? Not in the grass. Oh my goodness. But anyway, I digress. But I will show you a picture also of the bike and a couple of scenes from my walk the other day. So I will talk to you soon. It's going to be coming up on 45 days. So I guess maybe Saturday I will do another update just to let you know what's different by then, if anything, or just to say, hey, right? Tell me in the comments if you have wanted to go carnivore, or if you are carnivore, how long you've been carnivore. And if you've thought about it, what questions do you have that either I can answer or just lead you to someone who does have maybe more of the technical knowledge than I do. I will be happy to do that. I'll talk to you later. Ciao.